lovers! Today we are going to talk about the role of gut microbiota in Alzheimer's disease. So Alzheimer's disease is a neurodegenerative disorder which is the most common cause for dementia. One of the things that cause these symptoms in Alzheimer's disease is the accumulation of beta-amyloid peptides inside the brain, causing inflammation and oxidative stress. So what's the relationship with this and the gut microbiota? Well, there's a lot of recent evidence that imbalances in gut microbiota are related to alterations of the brain and to mental health. So what these researchers wanted to see was whether there's a relation between the gut microbiota or an imbalance in gut microbiota and Alzheimer's disease. To do this, they used an Alzheimer's disease model in Drosophila melanogaster, which is commonly known as the fruit fly. So this model is a transgenic fly which expresses this beta-amyloid peptide inside its brain, simulating this way the human Alzheimer's disease. So these researchers caused an imbalance in the fly gut microbiota by feeding the fly with a harmless bacteria that would alter the normal gut bacteria that it usually has. And what they saw was that the flies with the imbalanced gut bacteria displayed more symptoms of Alzheimer's disease than the flies that had the normal gut bacteria. And these symptoms are brain cell death, reduced lifespan, or reduced locomotor activity. So how does the altered gut microbiota aggravate the symptoms of this disease? Well, what they saw is that in the flies with the altered microbiota, there was more inflammation and more oxidative stress in the brain in comparison to the ones that had the normal microbiota. Specifically, there was a higher amount of inflammation factors like, for example, TNF, and there was also a higher amount of antimicrobial peptides and a factor called JNK, which is related to cell death and neurodegeneration. But how does the signal get from the gut to the brain? How do these two organs communicate with each other? So what these researchers suggest is that when there is an imbalance in gut microbiota, this increases the ability of migration of certain immune cells, specifically hemocytes, which are cells that protect the organism against infections by eating particles or bacteria that may be harmful. So these hemocytes migrate all the way from the gut to the brain, and this is because they are attracted to the brain due to the large amount of oxidative stress. So when they get to the brain, attracted by the oxidative stress, they cause the activation of TNF, which, as we have seen, is a factor that causes inflammation. And this causes more inflammation in the brain than what you would usually have, contributing to aggravating the symptoms of these flies with the altered gut microbiota. So I want you to keep in mind that it seems that there is an important role of the gut microbiota in the progression of Alzheimer's disease. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, I have left a link to the paper in the description, and you have subtitles in English and in Spanish. If you really like this video, please subscribe to my channel, give me a like or comment, and I will see you next week.